Today's top stories at NBR. WorkSafe declines Parliamentary Select Committee details of test certifier report. 350 RSE workers hit by COVID-19 outbreak. New TVNZ CEO doesn't know what the government will prescribe for the broadcaster. And there's more coming right up. Kia ora and welcome to NBR Today, 100% subscriber funded and proudly brought to you by you, as is every story at nbr.co.nz. It's Wednesday, March 2nd. I'm Paul Brennan. Thanks again for joining us. The Infrastructure Commission, Te Waihanga, has confirmed it's starting its final review of the troubled Transmission Gully project, but it says it will not be finalised until after the road opens. At Parliament's Finance and Expenditure Select Committee, Infrastructure Commission Chair Dr Alan Bollard and Chief Executive Ross Copland were asked about the effectiveness of public-private partnerships, PPPs, in the context of the ongoing delays in the opening of Transmission Gully. The project has been beset by difficulties, experiencing both long delays and cost overruns. Copland told the Finance and Expenditure Committee today, Wednesday, that a final review of the project had begun and it would look at what extent the PPP had contributed to the problems. Health and safety regulator WorkSafe has declined to provide a Parliamentary Select Committee with details of a months-old report on its controversial test certifier regime, saying it's going through internal peer review feedback. WorkSafe commissioned the report after NBR last May revealed huge variance in compliance outcomes from test certifiers. Under the WorkSafe regime, third-party test certifiers check businesses for compliance with regulations on workplace hazards, such as the storage and handling of dangerous or explosive chemicals, and must notify WorkSafe if sites don't meet required standards. In response to NBR's report, Workplace Relations Minister Michael Wood asked WorkSafe to investigate the apparent discrepancy in certifier performance. WorkSafe is yet to publish the outcome of its investigation. A Bay of Plenty hostel that houses up to 350 regional seasonal employer scheme RSE workers has been hit by an outbreak of COVID-19 among its residents shortly before the kiwifruit harvest is due to peak. But kiwifruit growers say it's too early to determine the impact on this year's harvest, with Seeka Chief Executive Michael Franks, who confirmed positive cases among its RSE workers, saying that while their first interest was the workers' health, if there was a convenient time for them to get sick, it was now. The RSE scheme is a visa category that allows horticulture and wine growing companies to recruit an annual number of seasonal workers, predominantly from the Pacific Islands. Auckland high-tech manufacturer Raycon has already said it will get a new CEO from April this year, and now it will get a new chair on that date as well. Today, Wednesday, the company told the NZX that independent director Lorraine Witten, who has been on the board since 2017 and was re-elected in 2020, will step into the top board role when Bruce Irvine steps down on April 1st. The chartered accountant is a fellow of the Institute of Directors. Just 2 days into his job, the new TVNZ CEO Simon Power says he doesn't know anything about what the government will prescribe for the broadcaster in the near future, but whatever it is, he's 100% behind it. This morning, Wednesday morning, Power, TVNZ Chair Andy Coop and TVNZ General Counsel Brent McAnulty fronted up to the Social Services and Community Select Committee for the annual review of TVNZ's performance.
TVNZ awaits a cabinet announcement on the creation or any creation of a new public media entity, and I want to assure the committee that we stand ready to positively contribute to the shareholders' plans.
New TVNZ CEO Simon Power. Car dealer Armstrong's is apparently progressing with its plan to list on the NZX and ASX share markets after embarking on a series of meetings with institutional investors. The AFR reported its understanding that the meetings got underway Wednesday morning with founder and executive director Rick Armstrong spearheading the pitch alongside CEO Troy Kennedy. The Australian newspaper also reported the meetings have been occurring. The briefings are reportedly still non-deal at this stage, meaning no price or forecasts have been put in front of investors. However, Armstrong's has apparently told fund managers it will make a decision on the potential IPO by the end of March, the AFR said. The full details of those stories and more are at nbr.co.nz right now. Tomorrow at NBR, in his politics column, Brent Edwards asks how do Grant Robertson and the Reserve Bank land a 747 7 on an aircraft carrier. I'm Paul Brennan. Join me again from around lunchtime tomorrow for the morning's NBR trending stories, then again from 5:30 right here for another NBR Today.